No! All that talking wasn't recorded. Fuck! Welcome to the Daring Player Squad. My name is Colston. It is Wednesday, my dudes, and today is going to be another stream with Arcade Spirits. So welcome. Today's, like I said, going to be another short stream. It's basically as my current schedule is going to be, which is 12 hours from 4 a.m. to whenever they let me go. My stream schedule is a little bit restricted, but I still following through with my promise that I am making sure that I stream when I do. Currently it's just Mondays and Wednesdays just to get, Arcade Spirits through, because I'm nearing the end and I just want to see this through. And I'm just, it's good. This game's fucking great and I can't emphasize it enough. So anywho, yeah. So with that being said, I hope I get to see all of you tonight. Yeah. We're gonna continue on. We're just gonna do a short 1 hour stream, because unfortunately I don't really get much time to myself in between work. So yeah, and this time I remember my mic's on for those who make fun of me of not remembering. Oops. Sorry, I'm replying to Nicole. Okay, sorry. I was just texting Nicole because she's the love of my life, and she even barely gets to see me too. Because usually by like 8:30, usually when I finish stream, anyways. Masterclass gaming for a specific audience. Any thoughts? Game focus.
Sweet.
Retro games.
As would I.
So anyways, so yeah, it's just really hard in between, because I literally only get like 3 hours to myself before I have to go to sleep, which is really unfortunate. But anyways, we're gonna get to this, we're gonna get through it, and yeah. I didn't say what Naomi said, because I'm a prick. Retro games. It's gotta be all about retro games. You know I'm capable of keeping these older games in tip-top shape. If we focused on retro games, we could serve an audience that Deco's completely ignoring. I would agree with Miss Fairchild. Retro games are an untapped market. I'll grant it. It wouldn't pull it in as much profit, but we know gamers are seeking them. Gamers are seeking them. Oh, actually, I took a photo for the DPS today about where I am in the freezer for my new warehouse. So if you want to see the Velkhana look from Monster Hunter, I can post it onto the memes channel in the DPS Discord. I think I have the links ready to go. I think 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. Nah. Damn. piece of shit command. I have to force it. Where the fuck are you? Oh, it's DPS links. DPS links. Boop. There we go. So those, and in our Discord, there's a link at the bottom there. In the Discord, you can actually go to the meme channel, and just give it a look and see what it feels like to have Frostblight on one of your well-known streamers. I would agree with Miss Fairchild. Retro games are an untapped market. I'll grant it wouldn't pull in much profit, but we know gamers are seeking them. Nope, I gotta click the game first. That one. We don't have all the money. We don't have to make all of the money. Just enough to keep our pure and untainted dream afloat. And we can do that with a well-curated retro game library.
Nope, no way.
Retro's cool and all, but let's talk about esports games. They'll draw money better than jamming a magnet up your ass and dragging it through Fort Knox. Get a couple of good fighters, more than one FOD, some race and dance games, the kind of stuff where folks can compete head to head, and we're golden. I gotta agree with Queen Bee. You can play retro games on emulators and consoles, but you can't duplicate the community experience of an arcade at home. If we had an esports focus, we could build something together which works as a second home for all sorts of gamers. I think you know what I'm going to suggest. Redemption and prize games. They provide an excellent profits. It's the core of Deco's business model, yes, but I think if we focus on those games, we can do them right. No predatory pricing, no scams or ripoffs. And truth is most people enjoy them, from kids wanting to win that big prize to the wistful adults recapturing their childhood dreams of playing skee-ball on the boardwalk. Which is true, I do love skee-ball. They're simple to play and most of all, fun. If they're done right, we can make meaningful memories for everyone. And prizes! Did I mention the prizes? We can stock the shelves with the coolest prizes around. Better than Deco's prizes which fall apart 2 minutes after you get them. Which makes my ideal arcade more. We'll have all three, sure, but what do we want to emphasize? Retro, esports, or prize games? If it was my arcade. If it was my arcade and I was playing this, I would like to go the retro style. Deco thinks that many new games make money. Let's prove him wrong and have the world's greatest retro-style arcade ever. Woohoo! I'll pick out only the best games, don't you worry. Excellent. I'm looking forward to this project. Okay, so that's money in games. Now, let's go beyond what we already had at the Funplex. Let's make this something special. New projects. Ooh. I want a defining feature for our arcade. One which will make it stand out. Something nobody else is doing. Something nobody's even thought of before. All the ideas on the table. If it was too outlandish for the Funplex, it's not too outlandish for me. Show me what you got. Well, I mean, I'm not really a part of this, but come on, you're my best friend and 100% a part of this. I couldn't be here in this moment if it wasn't for you. Go on, Juniper. What's your idea? Branding. It's very on brand for us. I'm freelancing now, which means I could come on board as your personal brand manager. One heck of a consulting gig. An arcade needs really stellar image management to stand out from the rest, like the event poster I made for you.
What if?
Ooh, hey, Juniper, can I add to that? What if we work together? I was thinking if we designed a new mascot costume anyway. But I could collaborate and coordinate with you of how to tie it in with the visuals for the rest of the arcade. Yeah, it's a winning combination. Ashley and I can do great work together coming up with a really stellar branding and marketing. We'll stand out in a crowd. Hell, I know exactly what sort of project I want us to do. Streamer support. Assembling and packing away my streaming rig each day is ridiculous, and duct taping a webcam in front of a screen is a lousy hack. If I could just step right up to a game and, I don't know, swipe a card or something and be streaming with a direct feed in seconds, well, I think I can think of a dozen streamers who'd flock to our place to get a piece of that.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I know how we could do that. I could rig up a general purpose daughter board which plays man in the middle with the video feed, works with the RFID reader and get a streamer's info, ties into a central video encoder to the Wi-Fi network, and yeah, I could make that happen, and without damaging any classic hardware. Once more in English, please. I know software, not hardware. We stick a thingy in a thingy and everything works just fine. I'm sure there's some legal and copyright issues to tackle, but if we can do it, let's make the world's first streaming arcade. Which actually, that's really cool. I was thinking, well, if the reason why older games are considered a dead end is that they don't work in the ticket game ecosystem. Why not add ticket output to normal games? We could reward skilled players with prize tickets based on their high score or speed of completion. With the right balancing, we could make old games just as desirable as new ones.
Perhaps.
As Niobe said, there may be legal hurdles to clear, but I'm in favor of this idea. It's not that I love prize games. I find them boring personally. You know I favor pinball, but profit is the lifeblood of an arcade, and prize games are profitable. If we can get Moopy producing tickets, well, that's something nobody's ever done before. Honestly, streamers, I'm just thinking of the streaming community because, like, if any good streamer has a good Twitter handle, word is gonna get out there. You know, I'm really in favor actually for the arcade streaming, actually, because like if I had an arcade, that would allow people to like stream and or speedrun classic games that we have here that may not be available readily on an emulator or console. Then again, having it tie into like a sponsorship, like for example, if like Chet You Betcha was streaming at the arcade, you could have like a little tagline at the very bottom saying I'm streaming at such and such, you know, and people can be like, oh cool, Chet You Betcha is really popular, let's go see why he plays there, and bring in lots of people. I want to be on the cutting edge of technology and the arcade community. Do whatever you have to do to integrate 2020 broadcast systems into our games. Finally, no more hauling around a bunch of duct tape and webcams. A new tech project? And not just repairing an old monitor? Ah, yeah, you won't regret this, Colston. One more thing. The name. If this is going to be my baby, my dream arcade, I've got a name already in mind for it. So bearing any objections, I'd like to welcome you all to... It's cute that it's Arcade Spirits. Cat's up. I realize it's 6 o'clock. Is that how you spell Spectre? Arcade Spectres? How do you spell Spectre? Is that how I think it is? Spectre. Arcade Spectres. Do. Arcade Spectres. No, that's silly. Because I kind of want to name it Arcade Rewind again, but like... Fuck it. Arcade Rewind. Arcade Rewind. Let's call it Arcade Rewind. Arcade Rewind. I like it. We can work with that. Let's hear it for Arcade Rewind. Until then, one by one, everyone raises their glasses. I fetch my room temperature drink. And raise mine high in return. For those we've lost and those we've yet to meet. For Arcade Rewind. For the future. Ugh. So good. I love it. Losing everything and then getting it all back and then some. It's been a roller coaster for a week to be sure, but I can't rest now. Absolutely not. I need to take charge of this project and my life in general. I have to do for them what Francine did for us. And that's okay. I'm ready. I'm willing. This is our time. Oh, gives me goose pimples. You've cleared level 6 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now, let's see your score. 2100, 400. Woo! You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul, of course. Also, you scored 2140 points. Woohoo! Shops in the volcano-devastated city of Pompeii bear the characteristics of a pizzeria. That's a neat, if a bit depressing, pizza fact, just for you. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to level 7? Save the game. Save the game. Oops. Over here. Yes. Yes. In the distant future year of 2020, and for the first time, I'm entirely in control of my destiny. I'm no longer merely working in an arcade. Now I'm working on my future. Which, admittedly, still involves working in an arcade, but still, my future. I'll admit, it feels weird. I've grown so used to going with the flow and letting life batter and bruise me, that having a true and honest hand on the controls is a bit terrifying. Everyone's counting on me to keep the flame of Miss Francine's Funplex alive as we move into the era of Arcade Rewind. And, well... I'm nervous. Who wouldn't be? There's so much riding on the success of Arcade Rewind. Not just a paycheck, but the hopes and dreams of all of my friends. And I can't forget about Naomi's hopes and dreams in particular. Not the only one anxious about this. The stress weighs heavily on both of us. I don't want to let her down. I keep waiting for the universe to wake me up and notice that I'm on a roll. If fickle fate could take away the Funplex, what could it do to Arcade Rewind? I know that's hardly a constructive attitude to have, but anxieties are rarely a logical thing. You can know the truth while your nerves tell you something else entirely. Now all that's left to get through is opening day without an incident. I arrived early that morning to go over any last-minute preparations to make sure everything is in order. Plus, Juniper was sick of watching me pace back and forth at home after breakfast, so she lovingly shoved me out of the apartment and told me to be productive. Now, I stood in awe of the building, the dream I poured my heart and soul into. I still barely believed it myself. I paused for a moment to let the reality finally hit me and then stepped into my destiny. Oh, this looks nice! Looks very similar, but it's very nice. I love how there is a leaderboard over there. And I really like how we keep having that, leaderboard going. Alice knows karate. Karate. Showtime Street. Mega Nova Mix Tricky Teo D. That's cute. I like that. Hold on. Well, I wanted to cycle through one more time. I kind of want to know. Pengy Pin. Wow. Oh, just go static. Oh, there's a loop. Okay. Pushing open the doors to Arcade Rewind. I was greeted by relative peace and quiet. Just the beeps and boops and people moving about doing the last minute preparations. We traveled a long and arduous road ever since the Great Waker... Right. The Waitervenspiracy. Gavin secured us a great rental space, an abandoned pizza place with all that too familiar triangular roof. Right, because Pizza Hut went out of fucking business. Nobody else wanted it, but we didn't care about the funny shape. Quirk is in our favor. And really, I couldn't have done it all with the renovations of this place. I couldn't have done all the renovations this place needed without the help of our financial benefactor. Ben and Matt went in with us on the cost of renovating this space, to include the bar they wanted to run. I doubt we could have done this without their backing and advice. We went with a familiar layout, if it ain't broke, and all that, to show what we still got the spirit and passion that made the Funplex great. But it's not all a carbon copy. We've got a few new additions that Francine would even be proud of. The video wall is a nice touch. That one was my idea. It alternates between running music videos, game promos, and high-scored leaderboards. We also repainted and did a general update on the appliances and fixtures to give it a more finished feel and less of a retired pizza place turned arcade vibe. Naomi and Percy worked together to pick out games with a decidedly retro feel. Considering Deco's focus on tickety gambling-ish games, this helps us stand out from the competition. She put in a lot of hard work restoring them, and truthfully, we've run into a lot of problems along the way, but watching her tirelessly working to perfect them it's quite inspiring, actually. As for Queen Bee's experiment into advanced streamer support, well, I'm unsure of how this will pan out, but she's confident in it. Such confidence is contagious. She's invited a few big-name streamers to drop in on opening day and broadcast from our makeshift little studio that'll build up some buzz for the arcade far and wide. All of my decisions, all of my choices, made Arcade Rewind what it is. So much labor and love went into this project from all of us, and now all that's left is to officially open these doors. But before that fateful hour begins, I still want to do one last check on operations, just in case. Stocking up a bar and an arcade at the same time proved tricky. Fortunately, Ben and Matt were more than happy to direct the team tending the bartenders, if you will.
Hello.
Hello.
I really like these two. Or would you prefer simply Colston? Colston works just fine. How's the bar? Stocked with all the fixings of any number of fancy cocktails. And a few basic drafts on tap, of course. Honestly, Matt, you need to enrich your taste buds with a mixed drink or two. Nothing wrong with a pint or two of ale, Ben.
Everything's coming up roses.
Ben and Matt are such treasures. I love them. Anyway, we'll all be set for the opening. We'll be overseeing the bar for opening day. After that, we'll leave you in the capable hands of our bartenders. Good people, all. Sounds like a plan. Thanks for the update. Running a barcade takes a lot of work. Glad we could divide the labor between us. After my quick check-in, I noticed the clock. Its unforgiving hands telling me that it's not long now. Okay. Breathe, Colston. Calm down. Everything's clearly under control. There's no need to freak out. You're just mistakenly excitement for terror. This is exciting. It's a happy day. And the first day of Arcade Rewind. You can do this. You can do this. I never do this to myself. I just kind of pick myself up by the scruff of the shoulder and toss me into it, you know? No. With all of us working together, we can do this. As long as no unforeseen problems pop up. Colston, we got a problem. Gavin, we're minutes from opening the doors. Unless the building is literally on fire, is this something that can wait? Unfortunately, no. Naomi may have put Arcade Rewind in jeopardy. Don't listen to him. He's worrying over nothing.
Seriously?
Yes, I'm certain that the lawyers will just pack up and go away once you tell them that the whole thing is worrying over nothing. It's just a penguin. Who cares? Even if someone cares, who's gonna know? Come on, Gavin. Why do you have to be such a control freak on every little detail? The devil's in the details, and thanks to your actions, we're going to end up sued to hell and back, where I'm sure you can plead your case with the devil himself. Damn, hot diggity, let's start sinning. Oh, I love that. Whoa. Enough. Settle down, both of you. Let's take this from the top and assume I don't know anything about what you're talking about, which I don't. I'd like both of you to explain to me calmly what exactly is going on.
So frustrating.
I'm perfectly calm. It's this one who's freaking out.
Nonsense.
I assure you I'm not freaking out. I'm having a reasonable reaction of what has transpired. What is going on? Fine. Gavin, you tell him. Then I'll explain why you're wrong. Gavin rubs his temples, feeling a headache going on. Naomi wants to put her Pengo up front. I don't think it'll earn any tokens, but I'm willing to let that go in the spirit of compromise to support her dream. How very noble of you. She's put a topper on it, and that's the problem. A topper? What? A piece of cool artwork you stick on top of a cabinet to attract players, like a sign or a statue or something. They're usually sold with deluxe versions of the game cabinets, and Pengo doesn't have one. Not an official one anyway. So, Naomi made one by taking a Pengy statue and repainting it to look like Pengo. Okay, I'm with you so far. What's the problem? Do you have any idea what the Pengy brand even is, Colston? It's some Japanese corporate mascot. I've seen it all over the place. Exactly. An iconic character of Matsushita Collective, a corporation which is not exactly known for leniency when it comes to copyright violation. Yes, we live in the age of social media. Brands are becoming more aware that fan works are free promotion, except Matsushita is decidedly not on board with that. I've heard tales of them suing children's daycare centers just just for an unlicensed Pengy decorations on their walls. They're driven people into the They're driven people. No. They've driven people into the poorhouse for pirating Pengy anime. And now Naomi has doomed us all by defacing the idol of a vengeful god and of capitalism to make her precious fake Pengo statue. We are going to be sued into the ground the instant photos that surface online. Oh.
Objection.
Exaggerate much, Gavin? Come on. Some company over in Japan isn't going to give a crap about a red penguin on top of an arcade cabinet in a little place like ours. No insult intended to Arcade Rewind, of course, but we are small time. And so what if they find out? So what if they get mad? We'll just apologize and take it down. Come to think of it, I guess I know more about Pengy than I thought I did. Pengy is so universal and so pervasive that it's like background radiation. I don't even notice the character, but I have heard the stories Gavin's talked about. Generally speaking, they don't end well for the little guy, and we're the little guy. I really, really should tuck Naomi out of this. Gavin doesn't argue just to win. He only argues when he believes in a point that he's trying to make. He believes we're in danger. Naomi, please, listen to reason. We can't risk a lawsuit, not when we're getting started on our path. Maybe they won't notice. Maybe they will. And in the end, it's just a fancy topper. We don't really need it, okay? No. No, Gavin's always
doing this. He's always stepping on my dreams while he claims to protect them. And you're always pulling me back when I want something, like at the auction. And I thought this arcade was supposed to be for us. For you and for me. An arcade of our dreams, just like it was for Miss Francine and her husband.
Oh, come on. I'm not saying that.
Arcade too, and I should be able to decorate it however I want. I just wanted people to love my game, that's all. And if you won't let them, well, fine. Take down the penguin. See if I care.
But I'm not... There's no helping it. I got into the middle of yet another conflict between Gavin and Naomi, and she won't back down. She's too invested in winning this. Naomi storms off to her workshop and slams the door shut behind her. I quickly move to follow her to explain, but Gavin stops me. Colston, we need to open the arcade, and you have to be there for opening ceremony. Fuck that! The arcade can wait! It really can't. We need to get the penguin down and open the doors. I'm sorry, and take it from someone who knows someone who Naomi hates. It's best for her to let her cool down a bit first. I stand in the way of her dreams far too often, I know. I hate doing it. I hate asking others to do it in my stead, and I apologize for having you involved in that. Naomi doesn't hate you, it's just, well... Naomi's introverted to a heavy degree. She's used to being by herself and taking care of her own needs as a result, being her own boss. She's friendly with people, so you wouldn't know, but it's hard to get in there. I've managed it, but since she sees you as some external force that wants to change things important to her private inner world, well...
I hadn't intended.
I'm a dangerous outsider. My efforts to protect her are only making me more so. Clearly, I need to speak with her more. Try to understand her, on her own terms. Perhaps I've been avoiding directly addressing the conflict for too long. But I feel she'd rather see neither of us at the moment. Perhaps later, after the opening ceremonies are complete.
Apologies.
For now, I'm afraid we need to tend to our arcade first and foremost. Excuse me. Gavin moves to the dodgy looking red penguin off before any customers can get a look at it. He does take care not to damage it, however. Ugh, I can't handle this right now. Much as I want to stop everything and sort through this mess, I've got a job to do today. There will be time later to patch things up with Naomi. Presumably. I need to at least try to put this turmoil behind me so I can focus on the first day of the arcade rewind with a smile. Despite reeling from that incident just now, despite my nerves, I'm ready to do this. Because I have to be ready. No choice. I've got big plans for the opening ceremony. I'm going to do... get big plans for the opening ceremony. I'm going to open the doors, give my prepared speech to the gathered masses, and stay on hand to greet gamers as they enter. Stepping to the forefront, I grasp the door handles and throw the gates to arcade rewind wide. Welcome to you all. I hope that... Oh God. I don't even have time to finish one line of my big dramatic speech. The crowd spills in through the doors and runs right past me, eager to get to the games. Immediately, the arcade fills with sounds of beeps and boops, games starting up and people laughing with delight as they find their favorites. Well, there goes my entire opening ceremony plans out the window. I had all sorts of stuff planned, but if folks want to get to gaming, who am I to argue? After a few minutes of final checks around the place, I decide to move into Phase 2, meet and greets around the arcade. I walk the arcade like I did on my floor attendant days, talking with folks and making sure everything's running smoothly. Although, I could probably track down Naomi too, assuming she wants to talk yet, which may not be the case. Arcade Rerun is my domain, open to my exploration. Where should I visit first? Most of the time I'm drawn to Showtime Stage because of the flashing lights and the hit beats, not because it's completely silent. No music at all. As I approach, I see Naomi feverishly working to fix it. Seeing the whole thing without tunes sync to its flashy lights rig is kind of depressing. And listening to Naomi mutter as she works, she undoubtedly feels the same way.
Oh.
This was working fine earlier. Why isn't it working now? Ugh. Fortunately, Teo is providing surprisingly knowledgeable about the inner workings of his favorite game. You may need to re-image the hard drive. I know some gray area websites where we can get a replacement copy on the files if needed. This is the third release version of Showtime Stage software, right? There's those are easier to come by than the more modern fourth version, oddly enough. These files aren't the problem. I think the hard drive itself was damaged in shipping. And if so, well, you might not be able to dance at all today. I have to order a new part. I'm sorry, there were just so many games to get up and running that I must have missed this ticking time bomb of a hardware failure. Hey, it's cool. I don't need to get my groove on all the time. Hey, Naomi, listen. About earlier.
No.
Yeah, no. A, I'm still cross with you about it. And B, I've got other more immediate problems. Right. We'll talk later then. She's not wrong. This is a definite immediate problem. Showtime Stage is one of our flagship games. It's flashy, it's exciting, and Teo's dance moves brings the crowd in. Getting it working for opening day is a priority. This isn't the only game we have which uses a hard disk, right? Can we pull and reformat one from another game using Teo's files to make it a clone of Showtime Stage? Well, I mean, it means voluntarily disabling one of our other games, but Wait, I know, Wild Rider. That piece of poop is always crashing on us, and it's not like it's very popular. Let's yank the drive from that and make it Showtime Stage's drive.
Yeah.
I can have that up and running in an hour. Sounds perfect. I'll send you the files. Go get a bite to eat and be back in time to show everyone what a great dance community we've all got here at Arcade Rewind. Oops, that's all the way under that. So it'll take a bit of time, but we'll get our stage back in working order. Good, good. Maybe we'll get through opening day without any major problems aside from this. Before I go, I spot a gamer who's been watching, super curious of what's going on. The Spectre. I could swear I've seen this guy before. Maybe in a crowd or something? Hey, is Showtime Stage really hosed? For now, yes, but we'll have it up and have it fixed up as soon as we can. Ah, man, I wanted to get my groove on. That's a bummer. You know, I might know a guy who knows a guy who can get you a replacement super cheap. Or like, any game you want. Anything. As long as you know, don't ask too many questions. No reason to be mean, or to lampshade what's likely meant as an open invitation to do some crimes. I'm happy to see your enthusiasm for Arcade Rewind, but I think we can handle this. Sorry you can't play your favorite game right now, but it will be fixed soon. The gamer shrugs it off, not too offended. It's cool. I figured I'd offer. I dig this place. It's got a little bit of everything I like. I'll just come back later to wow all the ladies with my hot style. Later. That was odd. But he fades back into the crowd. I decide to move on. Where should I visit next? Near the center of the arcade, Ashley's showing off her new cosplay to Queen Bee. Holy fuck! That cosplay is amazing! Just wow! Just wow! She's been keeping it a total surprise from all of us. Working in secret on it, impressive stuff. It seems to have... That's really cool. That's really fucking cool. I love the art. I love the color coordination on this. I love it. Oh, I like the little beats down here. Well, you can't see it on the stream, but you can see it on her thigh over here where it's like a little bit of electroshock. Ah, that's really cool. It seems to have attracted the attention of a brand new customer, at least. Hey, look, kid. A real life in the wild newbie. Wise? I'm seeing a lot of these, like, guys with these vests with little ghosts on them, and I feel like it's either a really, really well hidden Pac-Man reference, or it's like something bad is gonna happen. And I noticed it when I was at Deco's Palace in the last chapter. It was like, they got matching jackets, but different colors. Welcome to our Arcade Rewind. We're so happy to have you join us for our opening day. Thank you. Child, yes, you, young one. Tell Colston here what you told us. That, I never used a joystick before in my life. I mean, I've mostly been to Deco's Palace or played games on my phone, touchscreens and stuff, that's all. Oh, thanks for the secret watch, James. Love you. I've never really been much of a gamer, but all my friends are here today, so I was figuring I might try one out.
Oh.
You've never played on a joystick? Wow, can you believe it? Yes? We've all been there. No point of faulting them for it now. Aw, that's just too cute. To be young and innocent again. And don't worry at all. Arcade Rewind is just the right place to learn. We are a friendly, inviting sort of arcade. No mad skills required. Here, it's all about having fun. Oh yes, and you know what's super fun? Learning how to play Fist of Discomfort. Trust me. Wanna go a few rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens. Seeing Queen Bee's con, Ashley quickly tries to offer something else. Or you could join me in a round or two of TMNT. Nothing like a friendly cooperative brawler game to ease you into things.
No way.
Best way to learn. Oh my god. Best way to learn is to jump head first into the deep end. I say no regrets. Just mashing buttons and moving that joystick. And when you're starting to hit the hottest title, you've got a built-in community to learn from, right at your fingertips. But turtles who are ninjas. Looks like I might need to jump in and persuade this kid to choose a game. They look like a deer trapped in headlights, stuck in the crossfire. Let's start you out right. 2 buttons, 1 stick, endless fun. Ashley, want to show her new friend the majesty of mutants named after famous painters? Oh, do I? Let's go beat up some conveniently bloodless robot ninjas and get shell shocked. Okay, yeah, sure, lead the way. The newbie seems happy enough with this decision, even it's just because they got to play with Ashley, who's a bit less intimidating. Aw, fuck. I was looking forward to decimating that newbie quite a bit. In a good-natured way, of course. I'm still learning from my teammates in 4HK, and I'm eager to pass some lessons on. Okay, I'm going back to beat up the crap out of Fodder. You have fun out there, okay? You earned this day. For your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully, more blood than sweat than tears. Yeah, you get the idea. Time for me to move on. Oh, I get to do all 3 this time. That's nice. What do I got? Jamaican Jam, Tempest Rum, Double Bobble, Alaskan Almond, Extreme Water, Canadian Gangsta, Mortal Cocktail, and Rum Invader. Oh, I love that. Okay, where's the hidden penguin in here? Where's the hidden penguin? There's a ghost, there's a wizard. The fuck? What is that called? Is that Time Shatters? Ugh, I don't know. That I can't. Is that Fist Crusaders? Fist Cross? Nah, fuck it. One nice thing about being half bar, half arcade is having a pleasant place to relax and get some drinks between games, for staff and gamers alike. It's here that I find Percy and Gavin having some coffee, avoiding the chaos of the gaming area. Tanked. Completely tanked.
Much obliged.
I'm glad for your little tip. I was ready to invest a good chunk of my pocketbook in the company. All my hard work would have tanked right alongside it. This is part of the course when my siblings snatch up technology companies. It's a pump and dump. Ugh. In essence, they stir up excitement in the acquisition, and then drop it once it's cold. I've never seen one of their endeavors bear fruit for very long, thanks to their short attention spans. I'm glad I could save you the heartache.
Apologies.
No offense. I think I can handle a few accidental heart-related puns without going to cardiac arrest, my good fellow. But it's good to avoid a pothole in the road for finance, yes? All the better for the charities who will eventually profit from my own loss. I approach them in what seems to be a neutral lull in the conversation, although talk of finance is in itself quite a downer. So, stock market talk.
Ah, indeed.
Indeed. I like to do my trades in the morning before I come to the arcade. Get all that bother over so I can focus on Moopy. Afraid we were being astoundingly boring at the moment, Golston. Just two overly serious gentlemen talking about finance. That's fine. I'm adulting at a 110 efficiency today, having to started a new business myself. I should probably learn about, like, how money works. Oh, what would you like to know about? I'd like to invest in our future. Think long term. surviving for many years to come rather than jumping to the easiest profit I can. Any tips? A fine view to take. My own investments are preferably long-term. Yes, I make moment-to-moment trades, but they're backed by the stability of the stock bedrock. Even after I'm gone, I expect many of those to cash out gradually, and I have hired a flanks of lawyers to carry out my wishes over the next 30 years. Gavin, how about I show you my portfolio? Give you some ideas on how to build up a nest egg for Arcade Rewind. I'd be honored. I'll let you two handle the fine details. The two sink deeper and deeper into a conversation about currency exchanges, fiscal policy, trade rate changes, and I start to lose consciousness. I admire their passion, but there's only so much adulting I could handle in one day. I need to reserve some for later. That's then I notice Ray's voice is at the other end of the bar. Well, at least she's come because I met her in Deco's palace and she wanted to play retro games. It's not really an altercation or an incident yet, but they were talking a bit louder than others. Miss, I've run your credit card twice and it was declined twice.
Man.
Run it again. I'm telling you, it was working fine earlier. I just got tokens using it. See these tokens? Sensing an opportunity to provide excellent customer service and further prove my adulting chops, I step in to help. Hello, good morning. I'm the manager here. Can I be of some assistance? She looked awfully familiar. Have we met before? Oh, right. I invited her to check out my arcade, didn't I? Guess that's why she's here.
What's up?
Hey, good to see you. Love what you've done with the place. Just love it. But something's wrong with your credit card readers. My card's legit. I was using it earlier with no issues. But now it's all messed up and stuff. Can you help me? I can pay cash if I gotta, but I'm not trying to duck and run on you. But I'd really prefer to use this card. Sure, we'll try to run your card one more time. Kind of strange of how her card isn't working. Not sure I really want to go far with this. Better to trust the machines designed to verify transactions instead. I'll stick to the standard policy on this one. Let's try the card again. I'm sure it was just a momentary outage. Okay. She fidgets a bit, checking her smartwatch briefly before passing the card over to be tested again. With a shrug, our employee passes it through the portable card reader again, and this time it beeps to indicate success. See? No problem at all. Hey, thanks for your help. Big thanks. I'm really looking forward to playing these games. I can't believe how much sweet retro stuff you have. Happy to help. That's odd. I'm not so sure about the characters of the ghosts anymore. I guess it really was a momentary outage. With all that matter settled, it's back to wandering the arcade. Where to next? Before I continue my wanderings, Gavin pops up directly in my path. Stop whatever you're doing and look towards the doors without making it look like you're looking for anyone in specific. What? Okay. What am I pretending not to be looking out for? Miss Jean Defame. I have no idea who that is. The top arcade critic in the city. Her reviews can make or break the arcade easily. I didn't think she'd be coming today, as normally some little independent arcade is beneath her interest, but apparently she's made an exception. If you don't want to end up smeared across every website she writes for, I suggest you go play nice and show her all the positives of Arcade Rewind. Alright, I'm on it. Best foot forward. She's the redhead near the entrance with a handbag. Best of luck. Girl. I easily spot her thanks to Gavin's cues. I can see just Gavin. Wait, hold on. Let me just undo this. There we go. I can just see like Gavin in the back as I'm like looking around like an idiot. Like, where? Hello? Where? And I can see just Gavin just be like, over there. That way. Just somehow like hiding behind like a large video game cabinet just of him waving over who the fucking critic is. Wearing my most professional smile, I stroll over to the entrance. Oh, lordy Lou, she looks like Jessie from Team Rocket. I'm gonna get chewed out, my friends. A stern-looking woman looks over the arcade, sneering ever so slightly at everything she sees. Okay, so she's going to be strict. That's fine. We can impress her with our dedication and spirit. Excuse me, Miss Defame? Yes? My name is Colston Reed, and I'm the general manager here at Arcade Rewind. Welcome to our arcade. We're happy to have you here with us today. I wanted to wish you a warm welcome to our home. I hope you come to love this arcade as much as we do. Let me stop you there. As a general rule, I do not love arcades. I know what it takes for them to succeed and what they need to deliver to gamers. What makes it and breaks it, so to speak. My role here is to be fair and unbiased viewpoint. I can't love your arcade. Instead, I will be evaluating it. Understand? Of course. Good. Now then, what I need from you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or consideration. I need you to observe your arcade as a disinterested outside party so I can judge your facility and atmosphere. But rest assured, if I see some egregious mistake, I will bring it to your attention, pointedly. My readers likewise will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism, and that requires absolute honesty if any difficulties I observe. So, until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed? Agreed. Enjoy your stay. That remains to be seen. Okay, so impressing her may be difficult, like trying to scuba dive with no tank in Shark-infested waters, but we can do this. If the afternoon goes as smoothly as the morning, it'll be a walk in the park. At the very least, I'm sure we can avoid her annihilating us on a whim. Given the circumstances, I'd accept a mediocre review over a disastrous one. Nothing else I can do for now is pray to the arcade gods that everything from here on out goes perfectly. Praise the cool of the drink! Let us be the cool drink that sustains us, that guides us, that luck provides. Praise the cool drink! Let it slide down our throats as we pray for cool, sustained justice. Amen. Once again, I wander the floor, but this time, well, it's all smiles and pleasantries on the outside. I'm all alone, battling my thoughts. This is certainly not helping my anxiety, mind you. But being under a magnifying glass means anything can go wrong and will go wrong in spectacular fashion. Reported on across every arcade enthusiast website in existence. No, wait, stop. Bad thinking. Don't assume things will go wrong. Besides, the morning wasn't too eventful. Who's to say the afternoon will be a disaster? And then the afternoon was a disaster. I knew I had spoken too soon the second I saw Gavin approaching me with a twinge of worry furrowing his brow.
Utterly ridiculous.
It shouldn't be possible for us to be out of nachos in the vending machines this fast, and yet we are. I have receipts for ordering exactly enough to fill them up, and yet there are only a few bags in there. A missed delivery, perhaps? And that was the least of our problems. Colston, we got an electrical problem. 3 of the retro games have shorted out. I don't understand. I tested the power supplies. Outright rebuild a few of them. Unless someone's seriously scuffling their sneakers and shocking the coin boxes, we're taking a failure somewhere in the electrical wiring. Calamity after catastrophe. It just kept piling up.
What?
All the toilets stopped working. All of them. We need to call a plumber fast, and not the one that jumps on turtles. Anxiety rising. What are we gonna do? This doesn't make any sense. I'm freaking out. I admit that. I'm freaking out. Maybe we should just close down for the day. Iron out the wrinkles. Try again tomorrow. We are hastily losing our grip on things, and if I don't say anything, we might as well call it quits. I must refocus our energy. No way. We are not giving in just because a few bugs in the system. We are the Funplex expatriates, the proud crew of Arcade Rewind. Did we give up when Deco came knocking? Hell no, and we're not giving up now. I want to hear some solutions. Talk to me, Ashley. The group exchanged nervous glances and then thankfully stops to breathe and think. I will become the plumber we need. I mean, not exactly. I'll grab a plunger and do what I can. We'll have to close down the bathrooms for now, but I'm sure we can convince one of our neighbors to loan us theirs. Maybe? I'll check next door with them before I do the battle with the demonically possessed toilets. And while I'd say this vending machine issue is a human error, I have enough faith in my own error checking to say this human is not responsible. I'll make some calls with our distributors and see what chain broke down. I'll see about ordering some quick replacement stock. Mine's a bit more complex. I need to replace the fried power supplies, but I can do that. I can do most of these today. Meanwhile, I'll put a feeler out on the indie arcade community online. See if we can get an electrician with arcade experience out here quickly. I've been meaning to get back into online groups, and if it means popping my head up in a crowd, I'll do it. Good solutions, people. Good solutions. I won't be able to work the floor while I'm taming our restrooms. Colston, are you good with covering for me? Things seem to be getting more intense as the day picks up. You three focus on your tasks at hand. I may be the boss, but I was a floor attendant originally. I can handle whatever Arcade Rewind throws at me. Got it? Gotcha. But I'm changing out of this first. I don't want to get poo water all over my new mascot. Toodles! I'm on it. You can count on me. Oh my god. What the fuck? What time is it? Jesus Christ. I'm streaming way longer than I wanted to. I don't know if Naomi puts... Yeah, okay. To the little bit. I don't know if Naomi put our argument behind her, or if she's too focused on what's happening now to really linger on it. I'm too focused myself, even if I do have a lingering worry. With all three busy, that leaves me in charge of every problem that may emerge for the rest of the afternoon. No way to tap out with someone to help me with these situations. I need to work fast to hit every problem before it's too late. We can't leave any stones unturned this time. No risk of letting something spiral out of control. But I'm ready. I mean, I have to be. No choice. Feeling freshly invigorated, I start my floor trek. There are problems all around me. What should I tackle first? Property. I hear the clang and bang of someone assaulting a cabinet. I see Percy holding up a finger to grab my attention. I motion for him to join me as he does. Thank goodness. I tried to grab Ashley, but she was in a hurry, brandishing a plunger like it was some sword. There's so much going on right now. What's happening? Some hooligan's working his way down the retro games, yelling at them and smacking around the joysticks like they're speed bags. I swear he's going to knock over our joust. That's how hard he was shoving that cabinet. People have been avoiding going near him ever since he started raging out. It's causing quite a scene. I'll take care of it, Percy, thanks. Be careful, love. I don't like the looks of this one. He places a hand on my shoulder in solidarity before leaving. This happens more often than you think. Someone getting so mad at a game that they start smacking the cabinet around. Unlike pinball, which will go into tilt mode to punish you, the only justice to be found here is my justice. Justice. I am the arcade law. See? fucking knew it! These ghost boys! This ghost gang! Gang of ghoulies! The fuck? Okay, something's wrong. You stupid fucking piece of shit game. I totally jumped over that fucking barrel. Fucking stupid monkey. Fuck! And his fucking barrels! Even if, well, I'm a little less than eager to bring the law down on this guy. I am in awe of the size of this lad. He's probably eats up 6 whole hams for breakfast and bench presses pickup trucks for fun. More like a 6'2" bear, am I right? I know it's my duty. I know what I must do. For the record, you smash that thing to bits, you have to buy the bits. And the first one's not free, nor do we have a break two, break another for free policy. This man snarls, turning his ire towards me and away from the game. You've got a fucking problem? Oh good, just what I need right now. From the corner of my eye, I spot Mr. Fame watching. Better lay down the law. I run this place, see? I don't like people breaking my games. So, you play nice, you play by the rules, or you can go play with yourself. Understood? No more hitting games. Period. You little... But oddly, his attention is diverted to something or someone behind me. It's only for a couple of seconds, but his whole demeanor changes after that. Fine. He storms off, deciding he'd rather have the last word than argue it further. I turn to see who or what exactly changes mine with a sharp glance, but the crowd's too thick. Whoever or whatever is gone now. And Mr. Fame returns to the crowd without a comment, hopefully quietly approving of my law bringing. That was odd, but I guess a win is a win. Now then, what problem to address next? Are you fucking kidding me? Queen Bee casts a sharp glare at someone who's about to play the idle Fist of Discomfort machine she's guarding, dissuading them, then looks down at her phone again, frantically keen in commands. Right, that's sorted out. What's going on? Some fuck tried to hijack my streaming account. I don't get it. Naomi and I put together these dinky mini computers to stream game video ourselves. I made the security recommendations myself to avoid this sort of thing. But it looks like our new experimental tech to allow celebs like me to walk up to a game and start streaming has a few holes. I stepped away for a few minutes to hit the bathroom, which is a disaster zone by the way, and got an alert on my phone that someone tried to log into my account. They didn't count on my two-factor authentication, at least. I'll admit I'm not Silicon literate enough to know how the streaming rig these two came up with works. I just allocated some R&D funding for them to make it happen. The specifics are beyond me. Apparently, the trouble's down the attention of the ever-watchful Mr. Fame. Ugh, wonderful. Okay, Naomi's busy fixing up power supplies, but grab her and ask her to turn off the streaming add-on for now, just until we sort this out. Great, just great. That's a day of streaming down the drain. But it beats leaving a security hole wide open. We'll figure this out later. With Naomi busy and Ashley battling toilets, I have only one option to turn for technical assistance. Iris, can you check the security camera footage? See who messed with the Fist of Discomfort machine while Queen Bee wasn't looking? Maybe that'll help.
Online.
Already on it. I've been analyzing the video feeds ever since she mentioned hacking was afoot. Nobody hacks my friends and gets away with it. It looks like the next person to approach the machine was a tall man with blue sunglasses. You think he did it? He accessed a USB slot streamers use to log into our tech, but wasn't streaming anything or even playing the game. He just plugged in a small device, waited, then left. From the access logs, I'd say he's our culprit. I'm on it. Thanks, Iris. Motherfucker! These ghost boys, these ghoulie boys, are messing up my fucking barcade! It doesn't take long to track the guy down. For starters, there's his rather unique fashion sense. Also, he's plugging into another of our stream-friendly games without playing it. That's an extremely obvious tell. Kinda hard to give him benefit of the doubt or even second chance. He clearly broke the rules of the arcade. Although, he looks like the sort who would break me if I break the news to him badly. I should choose my words wisely, ones that involve me staying in one piece. Let's be honest with each other, shall we? I'm the manager here, and I know damn well what you've been up to. Immediately, he straightens up, pocketing the item he was committing arcade crimes with, all nonchalant-like. What? I wasn't doing anything. Yes, you were. I know, in fact, exactly what you were doing. And if you continue doing it, I'm going to call the police. This is a second chance, a rare one, and I suggest you take it. There will not be a third, understand? At first he growls a little, ready to protest his innocence, before holding himself back. Lucky I'm under orders, nerdo. Fine, whatever you want. And he walks off into the crowd without another word. I'm left in a state of utter confusion as our exchange, but I'll take it hesitantly. Iris? Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him through security feeds. Don't worry, I'll let you know if he resorts to his nefarious ways. All handled and without causing an accident, although I'm vague on what he meant by orders exactly. He's in cahoots with Defame. I'm guessing it now. With that in the bag, I quickly look around to see if there's any nearby problems I can address. Nicole sent me some things. Okay. Any bright problems I can address? The video wall keeps showing pictures of bunnies? The retro television-based wall was an idea I came up with during renovations. Naomi runs the whole thing off of a cheap mini computer too, practical and inexpensive, and it gives us one of the perfect amount of flair. And I've been, pretty proud of it up until this moment. For some reason, it's showing a nature documentary about cute fluffy bunnies instead of retro music videos and arcade high scores. Not that bunnies are a bad thing necessarily. There are so many worse things that could be playing, but it's still not playing what I want to play. Something's amiss. As I'm hunting around for the remote control we keep at the prize text, Teo approaches. Bunnies, huh? Yep, bunnies. Interesting choice, Colston. Not my choice, Teo. I'll have it fixed in a moment. Okay, cool. I was wondering if we'd suddenly experience a paradigm shift in arcade theming or something. The bunnies are really cute though. Grabbing the remote, I flick it back to the channel, to channel 3, which should take the video feed from Naomi's system. And it flops back to bunnies on channel 5 a few seconds later. Persistent, are they? Almost like the rabbits themselves. So I click back to channel 3. Nope, once again it reverts back to 5. Okay. Clearly, we're dealing with a master hacker, one of who can modify Naomi's system despite having no physical access to it. An individual capable of truly hacking the planet. Yeah. Or it's a prankster with a universal TV remote. I've got one of those myself. Helps me turn off overly loud TVs in bars which drown out beats of whatever game I'm playing. Not that I would ever do that, mind you, just in case. With great power comes great responsibility, and clearly whoever's forcing us to watch this lacks the latter. How about I subtly check the crowd to see if anyone's got a clear line of sight and is pointing a gadget at the video wall each time you change it? I'm strapped for help, so I'm not going to deny Teo's offer. Sure, go for it. The war of remote control continues for another minute, back and forth from music videos to documentaries about rabbits. And now it's showing them mating, which I'm seriously hoping does not count as pornography, or it'll be yet another black mark against us as an arcade critic. It's only been a few minutes, but it feels like an eternity of copulating lagomorphs before Teo returns. Found him, orange jacket, sending her to the pinball section. Thanks, Teo. No worries. Anything for you, Colston. I roll up my sleeves on my hoodie, ready to put an end to this. What? Wait a minute. Isn't that the arcade newbie from earlier? They didn't seem like a troublemaker at the time. What's going on here? Nope, it's definitely this kid. I can see a tiny plastic gadget in their hand briefly before they pocket it, perhaps noticing my approach. The teenager rolls stealth and gets a natural 1, resulting in an awkward and an obvious attempt at looking at an unimportant part of the crowd. Hey. Didn't do anything. I mean, hi, good to see you again. What's up? How are things? Given this living bundle of nervousness, and I'm sure I feel like coming down on like a ton of bricks on this poor kid. But rules are rules, right? I'm sorry, but I know you're the one changing the TV channel. I'm not. I mean, you are. But it's okay. It's not really a big deal. If you'd kindly stop doing it from now on, we can let this go. It's not like you did anything seriously wrong, okay? Just stop changing the channel. Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to cause trouble. I mean, I was, but never mind. Okay, I'll stop you. I'll stop. Thank you. Bye. And they're gone, slipping back into the crowd. That was weird. What's going on here? I started to look around looking for some clues. What trouble should I investigate next? Before I can continue my quest to purge my arcade of evildoers, I am interrupted by an onslaught of hard-working staff. I knew it, Colston, about our missing inventory. When I get my hands on whoever did this, I found the electrical problem, Colston. Sabotage, and treason. An enemy agent walks among us. Okay, so we have some insight into what's causing all these messes, but it's a chaotic jumble right now. One at a time, please. Our suspiciously low snack inventory was indeed not human error. The delivery truck never arrived here. It was routed to a garbage dump due to a computer error, or, as I suspect, malfeasance. And malfeasance explains our electrical problems too. Remember my joke about someone scuffling their feet and shocking the coin boxes? Nope. Actually what happened, an external shock, not a grid failure. Someone's got a battery or some other shock prod and was using it to crash games. Must be the same someone who flushed a bunch of wadded up paper towels and firecrackers down the toilet. It's a war zone in there. Was able to dredge up one super gross chunk of it, but we'll need a professional plumber to get the rest. This is all sounding way too suspicious to be a random acts of hooliganism as it ties into what I've been handling on the floor. I've had to deal with pranksters all afternoon too. I've been so busy playing firefighter, running from blaze to blaze with a leaky bucket that I haven't been able to put the pieces together. But now it's all clear. I know what I must do. Good work, everyone. I'm proud of you, but the job's not finished yet. Gavin, order us replacement inventory. Ashley, find a plumber, the best we can afford. Naomi, finish up replacing the fried power supplies. As for me, I'm going to have a word with our miscreant. You know who to blame for this mess? I've got a pretty strong suspicion. Go get him, Colston. And with a nod of solidarity, all of us split up, each on our own mission to thwart the ne'er-do-wells. I'm not particularly thrilled to begin with this confrontation. My nerves haven't stopped jangling since this morning, but, well, my friends are counting on me to lead, to be the responsible one. I can't foist this off onto Gavin like I might have done at the Funplex. Finding my quarry isn't particularly difficult. She's been in the background the whole time, watching and waiting as I ran around trying to put a lid on the mayhem. Her eyes study me as I approach, grinning to ear.
Hi. Hello there. Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I can't say I understand the why, but at least I know the who. The matching fashion style is a pretty big clue.
Get some formal introductions in order. Yeah, okay. The name's Sue. Natural-born leader. Hacker extraordinaire. And leader of the Ghost Monsters. The hottest gang on these streets. Pleased to meet ya.
I knew it. She playfully curtsies, her wicked smile never ceasing.
Yeah, I guess my friends were a little wild and crazy, leaning a bit heavy on the pranks.
Bit.
But clearly, you were cool with that, since you didn't kick any of us out. I respect that. I really do. Shows you know it's all in good fun. Let me make it up to you, okay?
She steps back and taps a button on her smartwatch. I fucking knew it! I knew it! But I saw most of these guys at Deco's Palace. Why would she be here and also at Deco's Palace? Gang, this is... I'm sorry, what's your name again? Mr. Reed. Gang, this is Colston. Colston, this is Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. I didn't want to... I said this I said this on Monday. Where I was like, these guys kind of look like the colors from Pac-Man. Fuck! Now then. She turns to face her ghost monsters. You all were very, very naughty, and I say he's owed an apology. A big fat I'm sorry from each of you. Don't you agree? Each of them mumbles in semi-coherent, semi-sincere apology. Yeah, whatever, sorry. Real sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Reed. Sorry. When they finish, Sue faces me once again.
Everybody's sorry, which means everybody's forgiven, correct? Because, and this is me being real with you, I like this arcade. I really do. It beats the crap out of Deco's Palace, that's for sure. I can easily see this being our new home, you know? I admire what you've done with the place. It's totally awesome, and I'm really looking forward to coming back. Again and again. I definitely don't want to end our first day here on a sour note. No. I'm so glad we can communicate like adults. Apologize for being naughty and move on. Now, okay. We may still ruffle a few feathers while we're here, but that's cool, right? I'm sure you understand that it's all fun and games. Nothing personal. So, what do you say, friend? All's forgiven?
I pause, taking in everything Sue rambled on about. Let me get this straight. You scare our customers, mess with our television sets, smash up and short-circuit our games, clog our toilets, redirect our mail orders, and expect a second chance to cause trouble after I already let you after your first wave of chaos slide? Try to hijack Queen Bee's streaming account? And you want me to smile and let you come back tomorrow? My words barely phase her, that grin is still lingering. Yep, that sort of sounds about right. I love this arcade, and I think we could be great friends. What do you say, partner? Waiting for my response, she holds out a fist bump. If you truly love this arcade, you have to stop causing problems. Look, I'm sure you're good kids at heart, but if I let you hang around here, you just cause more problems. It's no good for any of us. If you sincerely love Arcade Rewind, you'll understand I can't let you ruffle feathers, as you put. I need you to make sure everyone's having a good time. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that. Right. So, I might be willing to offer you another chance if you promise me you will follow the rules from now on. That's the best I can do. Okay?
No helping it.
Well, I'd like to work with you here, really, but promise is kind of steep to ask. Something's wrong. I'm a pretty empathetic sort of guy. I can tell when someone's being legit with me, and she's clearly genuine about wanting to come back, but she seems conflicted. How hard is it not to hack machines and run wild? Like, why would that be a problem? Okay, see, normally I'd give you my word. Word is bond. But, well, no ifs, ands, or buts. I need your word if I'm going to rebuild trust with you. We don't need to have to get the police involved here. We can keep this between us, right? She raises an eyebrow at that.
Whoa, put the brakes on. Bad idea, friend. Really bad idea. You don't want to even think about getting the cops involved in this. No. Because, and this is me being honest with you because we're on such good terms, it won't do you any good. We'll be out and back on the streets within a day. We've got friends in high places. We don't sell drugs or weapons. We sell information. And information as a
Hello,
currency
friend.
is
You're
far more
unfortunately
valuable
catching the
than
little
whatever
latter end of it, but
trade.
hello, Wayward. Thank you for joining. I love seeing you here. I miss you.
So if we're doing this, we don't involve the pigs. Any problems, you come to me direct. That's my rule. Break that rule. And, well, you don't want to see what I can do with the...
So now you're threatening me?
I'm just telling you how it is. What you do now is entirely up to you.
Before she can continue her triad, we're rather rudely interrupted. Oi! Oh, God. If I didn't know better, this kind of looks really similar to, like, some really hardened people from, like, Fruits Basket. I'm not even kidding. Oi, Sue! The hell you think you're doing here? The thick tension that surrounded us melts away, redirected to the new challenger. All eyes glare towards them. Ah, great. Okay, Coulson, hold that thought. I got business to attend to. Damn right you do. Ghost monsters don't operate south of 23rd Street. You damn well know this is lovely chainsaw territory. Get lost or tossed. If I wasn't confused before, I'm sure as heck now. All I can do is watch this unfurl before me. With a clap, Sue summons her baddies to her side. I'm sorry, south of what? I don't recall signing any non-compete agreement with you, darlings.
Monsters for life!
This locker room gossip queen is disrespecting your fearless leader. What do you say to that? Nobody disses Sue on my watch. Nobody. Yeah, and I ain't scared to hit a chick. I'm an equal opportunity social maladjusted individual. I think you got your answer, ladies. Now then, let's rumble! Oh, motherfucker. Well, to their credit, they didn't throw the first punch. But we're talking Han didn't shot first levels of morale high ground there. Immediately, the ghost monsters and lovely chainsaws are out at each other, so it's grappling, punching, shoving at each other. A baseball bat gets swung and clangs off the side of the racing game. Soda cans are thrown. Someone uproots a chair near the shack machines and goes flying too. It's chaos. Complete, utter chaos. And it needs to stop. Now, Iris? It's funny, when you start the day out anxious... Gavin and Ashley are already on that. I join in, trying to funnel the panicked crowd of kids and gamers out of the door from the carnage. This way, hurry. This is in orderly fashion, please. Out, everybody out. The fight spills into the bar area because of course it does. What this ruckus really needs was a ton of broken glass, right? Damn it. I'm not letting that shit get away with this. What? She fucking pulls a fucking gun? Until now, it's been the world's sloppiest barroom ball. Teenagers flailing at each other wildly, generally wrecking the scene rather than each other. But now she's pulled out a gun! Not some arcade-like gun, but a real life shooting and killing gun! This isn't happening. This can't be happening. But this is 100% happening. The leader of the lovely chainsaw gang raises her weapon and takes aim at Sue, trying to end this. but her target is conveniently tucked behind Miss Defame and Gavin. If I don't do something, someone is going to get seriously hurt. Oh, motherfucker. If there's an option, I think I know what I'm gonna take. One chance to do something in the midst of the chaos. Time slows for me, like I'm trapped in a dream state. Pure instinct takes over and I start running towards them. Oh, fuck. I was gonna be like, Mr. President! Fuck. Get down! Mr. President! Ah. Did the game just crash? Holy fuck. Back! Everyone back! Somebody call an ambulance! Holy fuck! What did you... I was aiming for Sue! Pigs! Pigs! Run for it! Stay cool and... wipe the footage first. Do it! Stay with us, Coulson. Stay with us. Help is on the way. Oh, I get shot. Great. Really? I get fucking shot? Holy fuck. Get down! at least it happened like the way I wanted to. Just like, Mr. President, get down! Okay. I'm running a little late. Oh, actually what I should do. Alright, okay. I'm gonna go a little bit more. Actually, hold on. I think I'm gonna go a little bit more. Actually, what I should do in the meantime of waiting for that, just give me a second. I'm gonna do one of these, and I'm gonna be right back because I forgot that I was washing laundry of sheets that I need to sleep in tonight. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm just gonna switch it over, and then I'm gonna put in another load because I need some clean clothes for work tomorrow. So give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay, everything's good now. Good fed. Alright, so bringing it back in. I've been shot, Mr. President. Boy, this is gonna be a hard sell for Naomi, where it's like, oh yeah, you took down my precious Pengu, my lives and dreams. I've been shot. What are we arguing about? Oh, that's gonna be a fucking hard sell. I just wanted to make a dream for everyone to enjoy. Oops, wrong place. This one. That's all. Was that so wrong? That's what you would have done. It's what it's what you did do for all of us. But I guess no good deed goes unpunished, huh? The Reed family curse. A Reed guarantee, if you will.
You've a strong spirit, dear. You'll get through this, I know you will. But for now, you'd best wake up. There's still more to be done.
Metababy, hello, hello. Yeah, you've missed a lot. You came at the end of chapter 7 here, where, fun fact, our arcade is called Arcade Rewind now. So one great name is gonna continue on. But yeah, so if you just tuned in, you missed me doing Mr. President, and so I called like the theme of like the ghosty things, but I didn't think it would have such like an actual reference to like Pac-Man, nor did I think it was a fucking gang called Ghost Monsters. But it's cute. The idea was really fucking cute. So but anyway, so the whole point where it was just like the lovely chainsaw like pull the fucking gun. I'm like, and I started to have a really creepy smile. You'll probably see it on the VOD later, but basically I started to grin, already know what I want, because it was like, Mr. President, get down! And basically it was me protecting Gavin, because how I thought of it is I was protecting a staff member. And I started to get annoyed with Sue, because it's like, as much as I wanted my place to be okay, but unfortunately what was happening is that Sue was just basically running amok in my arcade, and at that point of like figuring out that she's the one behind it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you one last chance, but you play by my rules. And she's like, fuck you. Also, sad Gavin. What was it? What was what I was figuring, but yeah. Sad Gavin? What do you mean, sad Gavin? Yeah, so basically with Sue and her gang, I was just not having it, because she was threatening me where it's like, oh yeah, we totally can run amok in your arcade and then we'll be all peachy keen. I'm like, no, you play by my rules. If you love this arcade, you can love it by abiding to my rules. Please and thank you. I wasn't harsh. I didn't be like, hey, get out. Sad that it was Gavin. That person changes her relationship levels, etc. Oh, well, it was Gavin. It was between Gavin, Sue, and Defame. So like, I chose Gavin because he was a staff member, and he's also someone who helped Arcade Rewind actually happen. So I went with that decision. And honestly, as Colston, playing Colston in this game, that's what I would do too. Although fucking diving in front of someone trying to shoot someone. Though I don't like any of them being the option. True, but like Gavin was the best. Okay, very slowly I open my eyes. A soft beeping of medical monitoring greets me, as well as an angel in white. Well, an angel in a white lab coat. While there's no heavenly being, they do appear to be my doctor, armed with nothing more than a clipboard. I'm still a little hazy as they briefly explain the situation. Thanks to my wild theatrics, I startled the shooter enough that her bullet missed its intended target, and instead went into my leg, which hurts like fuck, but apparently resulted in a surprisingly clean shot that I'll recover from in a few weeks, easily. 2 days in the hospital, a week or two on crutches, some limping, and then I'll be back to 100%. And more importantly, nobody died. I can live with this momentary pain if someone else gets to live. Period. So, could have been better. Could have been worse. The doctor having given me the report leaves me to treat their other patients. But before they inform me I have a visitor. At least there's a plus side. Just wonder who it is. Aw, it's Naomi. When I look over to see who it is, I see Naomi standing there, tears streaming down her face. She rushes over to my side, embracing me in a hug.
Oh my, I was so scared.
Naomi, it's fine. It's like a Hollywood gunshot. I'll walk it off.
We're bleeding everywhere.
Okay, a larger than usual Hollywood gunshot, but the doctor said I'll be fine in a month or so no big deal. Honestly, Nicole would be the same thing. She'd be a fucking mess, and I'd be like, it's fine. Just a gunshot. I'll recover in a week or two. I'll be okay. No worries. Literally. Like, honestly, I would be like, yeah, I'll be fine. No worries. Trying to downplay the seriousness of it all, does nothing to place it Naomi's frustration.
It is a big deal. How could you just toss your life away like that, jumping in front of a gun? How could you?
It was a through and through. It'll be fine. It's true.
How could you try to protect people from harm? I can't criticize you for that. I just got so scared when I saw you bleeding on the floor.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Are you? Annie, are you okay? Good. I don't know how I got so much of fucking energy when I work 12 hours a day. Whew.
I mean, just hours before that, I was mad at you over a penguin statue of all things.
Called it!
Silly in hindsight.
I said...
The last thing I'd ever said to you was in anger.
I said earlier, where's James when you want to clip stuff? Okay, so you'll probably want to clip it here, but like, earlier I had called that I knew that somehow when I was gonna have to talk to Naomi about the Pengo and how it was gonna be a difficult sell where it's just like, oh, we're so frustrated about Pengo, and then I always be like, and then I was like, oh, well, it's just whatever. I got shot. I said it earlier. I think I said it like a couple minutes beforehand, but it was just, it's just. Here it is. It's funny. It's just I really find it funny. Of course, she's replaced her earlier anger with self-resentment. Not exactly an improvement. Yeah, I'll go with this one. I offer a gentle smile and take her hand. I admire you, Naomi. You stood up for what you believed in this morning. Right or wrong doesn't matter. Angry words don't matter. What matters is your spirit. I'm never going to hate you for speaking your mind. We always can't agree on everything. Arguments happen. Then they won't tear us apart, not ever. Promise you on that. Even when I'm yelling at you about a silly penguin, Well, I can't say I enjoy being yelled at about a silly penguin, but I don't think it's going to make me an abandoned ship either. Naomi sighs and wipes away some tears. I can be very opinionated, let's say, but that doesn't mean I need to yell. It doesn't mean I need to be angry. I can stand up for myself without throwing a fit. I guess people in love argue from time to time. It's normal. But next time, I'll try to do it with less fireworks. And I promise the same thing in return. As long as we remember that we love each other, no matter what, we can talk through any problem. It's going to take a lot more than shouting about a penguin to make me break up with you, Colston. I think you're stuck with me for a long, long time. And I trust you to protect my dream, even when you have to protect me or from yourself. I hate having to pull you back from that dream, though. You're not. You're helping me being realistic about things. Miss Francine was a dreamer, but she also tried to be realistic. I should aspire to be more like her. I guess I just freaked out a little when Given stepped in and stepped on my idea. Obviously, he doesn't care about my dream the way you do. And we're back to the Gavin and the rivalry. When I was only a floor attendant, it wasn't really my responsibility to sort that one out. But as the new boss, I think it's time to try to put this one to bed. Oh, definitely. I mean, just the other day I saw him howl at the moon, transform into a great and terrible beast, and eat a few villagers. Also, I think I saw him draw a pentagram on in the break room and consort with the adversary, the great beast of the pit, the father of lies. And Naomi, look, he's just a dude, a human like you and me. And I think today's proof that humans can make mistakes even when their intentions are pure, right? Yeah, well, I mean, I understand, but no buts. Gavin isn't trying to destroy the arcade, he just wants to save it. You can see why he was worried about the statue, yeah? You felt bad when you thought you'd lost me after a nasty argument. Gavin feels bad all the time when he makes decisions he knows it will hurt us, all while trying to help us. Can you try to get along better with him, please? Try to understand him instead of falling back to assuming he's a villain. Okay, for you, I can try. I'd like to avoid something like this happening again. I want us to get along, honest, all of us. And speak of the devil of the devil of Arcade and speak of the devil of Arcade Rewind arrives.
Apologies.
Am I interrupting? I wanted to be certain Colston was well. He'll be fine. We'll be fine. All of us. But Colston could probably use some rest at this point. Gavin, how about we go raid the snack machines and talk?
Pardon?
Talk? About what? You know, stuff and things. I feel like we never really actually sit down and talk, you and I. Naomi offers me a quick but very careful hug before leading a confused Gavin out the door. Hopefully they'll find some common ground. It'd be nice for something positive to come out of the mess, and that was that was our opening day. Yeah, I agree, Metababy. Seeing the person I care for the most was certainly a boon to my spirit. Now, if they could only do something about the food here. With my heart calmed, my body finally tells me it's exhausted. I snuggle into the covers as a yawn escapes me. Just as I'm about to roll over and drift to sleep, another visitor drops in. It's likely well past visiting hours, but with no small amount of both dread and relief, I'm glad to see her. Mr. Reed, a word if you will. I'm trying to straighten myself up from my pillow backrest. Time to put my professional front, even if I'm in excruciating pain. Okay, I should start by explaining that what happened today isn't indicative of I should hope it was. It's hard to disguise the disbelief on my face. What? It seems I've misjudged your character. Yeah. Take that, you fucking professional. I saw you selflessly throw yourself in front of that bullet. You didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. It's indicative of someone who isn't simply in this for the money, as so many of the industry are. You protected your friends and coworkers. That's an admirable action of heroism, and one I'll not soon forget. I suppose I've become a bit jaded from all these eager to cash in on the arcade scene. All the large-scale arcades I have to review tend to be very impersonal and cold. So, you were impressed with our arcade? Well, let's not go that far. I can't say I was thrilled with the amount of mayhem and disaster going on before a gang war broke out, but I will also say I've only ever seen that amount of mayhem and disaster once before. It's highly unusual, to say the least. The last time I reviewed a small startup up-and-coming arcade similar to yours, everything went wrong. Everything. I wrote in my review in honest fashion, and as a result of my scathing pen, the place was sold and closed down within a month. Sold to a notable figure in this industry. Wait, you don't mean... Yes, Dekonami. Such is the fate of any arcade which dares to stand up to him. Your prior business, the Funplex, only escaped being devoured by being far too small to be worthwhile. Sadly, your enthusiasm may have put it in his crosshairs, and if you cannot tidy up your reputation after today's affairs, Arcade Rewind will be next. Again and again torn down by Dekonami. This time he didn't even have to lift a finger. By pure coincidence, the ghost monsters wrecked everything before he could exact any revenge. All he has to do is swoop in and buy out what's left of our dreams. However, I have come to a decision. Given I was a first-hand witness to your troubles, which were clearly not your fault, and given your willingness to put even your own life on the line for your arcade, I'm going to tell my editor I need more time, that I want to return in 1 week to get a more accurate and mature overview of your operation. 1 week. That's the best I can offer you. This is a difficult hole to climb out of, Mr. Reed, even aside from earlier trouble, having a gang fight out and shooting transpire at an arcade. Well, the press will feed on this. Even if it was the only press present and accounted for, they'll dig and they'll speculate and they'll chew on your bones. If your arcade survives that initial onslaught, I hope to write a proper review which can lay those concerns to rest. But I'll offer you no more second chances, no more reasonable doubts. Best foot forward when I return, or my readers will know the truth. Understood? Understood? Then, I'll leave you to your recuperation. With a curt nod, she turns and leaves the room, leaving me with my thoughts. 1 week. I got exactly 1 week to completely rebuild our reputation and clear the good name of Arcade Rewind. Otherwise, it's game over. For all of us. Really, that was it. Well, I gotta say that's a good way to fucking tidy things up. Way to go, me. You've cleared level 7 of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now, let's see your score. Still good. Ooh, Percy's rising. You're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Also, you've scored 24,550 points. Woohoo! Now let's have one last piece of fact. 62% of Americans prefer meat toppings on their pizza, while the other 38% prefer vegetarian. Everybody loves different kinds of pizza, and that's a beautiful thing. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to the final level? Save the game! Save! Save! Alright. And that's gonna be it, because any later, and I won't have time at all for myself. Sorry, I'm doing 3 things at once that I really should be not doing so many of. Where the fuck? Piece of shit. What are you doing with my life? Okay, so, alright, so I'm going to save, everything's all good, and you know what, thank you so much for joining me on my limited streams that I have right now. This has been the longest that I have streamed since I've been doing this, so, or since my new schedule and whatnot, so, I want to say thank you so much for joining me as much as you can. Please tell me she's still streaming. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Yes. Yes. Yes, good. Okay, cool. Hee 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 hee. Good. Good, 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 good. Oh, good. Good, good. Okay, I want that one, and I want... Oops. Nope, that's not the one. That's it. Okay, cool. Sorry. So yes, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I know it's been a bit of a quick little stream, but I appreciate you guys coming back all the same. Again, I'm probably not going to be able to stream on Sunday. Oh, I might be able to stream on Sunday! Nope, I still can't because I have to go to fucking work on Monday. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I wish I could, because I was like, I get Saturday, Sunday off now, but I still have to go into work for 4 a.m. on Monday, and I was just like, still can't. So, anywho, the usual people you see during the week is Tuesday with Joyce, Wednesday is today with me, Thursdays with Ash, James is on Friday, and to close out the week, we have Arash for Saturday, and then we all get together on Sunday and play a team game together, or we team stream together, we play all together and everything. But you will definitely see me again on Monday night, probably for the finale of this game. So we'll see about that. So, in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to raid somebody right now, and I know exactly who I want to raid right now, and it is... Is that how you spell it, please? Ha! All right, so we're gonna raid our we're gonna raid Jackface, and so basically she is oh there it is, there's the command. Good. So basically she is actually she's the artist, or one of the artists that contributed into this game. So she's currently streaming right now. We're gonna go to her stream, and I would like to support her. So I hope you guys could join her for a little bit. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope to see you guys very soon. I know my schedule's really silly right now, and I really hope I could come back to longer and larger streams. But anywho, thank you so much for joining me tonight. As always, please stay safe. Please stay safe out there. And I hope to see you guys next week and the next time when I'm streaming. Anywho, good night, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
How you doing, folks? Thank you you were playing Arcade Spirits. Hi, Colston. Oh, I miss seeing your face at conventions. Hope you're doing well. I'm assuming you played the beach scene already. That's excellent. Aw, thanks, me Dabby 89 or me Dabby or Med Abby or Dab. There's Dab for you. Oh man, that was so much fun to draw that. I want to draw more beach scenes. But I'm so sad in the new game, the next Arcade Spirits, there's not going to be a beach scene. I really apologize. Sure, it will still be awesome. It's all depth, customization. I mean, when I played it, I romanced Teo, so yeah, Oh, what's that? What is it? Okay. Yeah, you protect. Yeah, you protect. It's some guy. Hey, James. Yeah, he just came in. Yeah, work schmirk. Hope you're doing good, James. I have some extra Arcade Spirits stickers and postcards left over. You should send me the addresses, or I can bring it to the salon next time I go there. Just because you guys always pimp out the game so much and play it and say nice things about it. So if you want some arts, I'll send it to you in the mail. If you like getting mail, 'cause I know I do. Oh, Abbotsford. Ooh. Sorry. Gross. Yeah. Oh. Okay, bye. I don't know what he was, but he used to be like this. Helps me be happy. Being on my phone helps me be happy. You too, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry. It was exclusive. Actually, I got permission from all of the people watching me draw it. Or no, watching me draw it. I think we were just talking about it. That I'm gonna make 11x17 size posters out of the Arcade Spirits Pride postcard. So, and that'll be available for anybody who wants to grab one. So, if you follow me, I'll put up like a pre-order or something, and then you can, if you want one, just slap down that purchase button. Snooty guy. That's right. I remember now. Yeah, this is the postcard for August. So it's like kind of like an Egyptian mythology theme with Anubis and his daughter Khibhet. I hope that's how it's pronounced. She's like a snaky ostrich kind of theme. And I gave her like a modern look. And Anubis is just like watching over like dad, like. Good job, sweetie. Yeah, so, and then like when I color, it's gonna be kind of like yellow monochromatic themed. So, because I did like a postcard last year that was like a purple themed one. It was all kind of like random. It had like a cool like non-binary person drinking like a grape juice and had like a weird like hippo. It was just like very chaotic, very fun. And I was like, oh, I kind of want to do like a singular color theme picture again with like an original kind of characters. Because I need to do more like original themed art. So I was like, oh, I want to draw some like cool Egyptian mythology because it's been a while since my 13-year-old ass loved Egyptian mythology. Oh, that's so cool! Oh, you name all your appliances? That's awesome. What's your toaster's name? Kit. That's great. That's so great. No, I feel the need to like name stuff. Then I'll get like attached. Then when I like move out, I'll be like, no, I want to bring all my appliances with me. I think like the only thing that I would name is like if I had one of those robot vacuums, the iRobots. I would name that. That would be my friend. Oh, my store envy is closed at the moment. Sorry. And my Redbubble has not been updated in a while. But if there's anything specific you want, you just let me know, and I'll make it happen. But I think the best way is if you want a postcard, you still have till like the end of the month to sign up for if you want this one mailed too. And I showed my streamers earlier, but for my postcards, I decorate the crap out of the envelopes, and I usually send like little like gifts, like little stickers or decals as well. And I buy like fun themed like washi tape, so I have like these cute little yellow bees, and I have like a bunch of really cute like puffy animal stickers, and they're just like so adorable. There's like otters and things and stuff. And I got like some cool flaky yellowy orange flowers, and like some cool goldfish, and like some hilarious birds. So I'm like sending